Edmund the General, also known as the Brand, coming at you guys again with another video. I'm at work. What are you doing? What are you doing? I noticed that. Okay, I work a lot. I'll admit, I work a lot. A lot. I work a lot. Like all day. Especially if if you're running a business. There's a lot of time invested at work. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have enough time to make videos. You're not gonna have enough time to go live. You're just gonna be stuck. Like it takes a lot from the moment you wake up. You gotta take care of the family. You gotta worry about like the customers. You gotta worry about there's like so much you gotta take, so much responsibility, so much. But whenever I'm at work, I tend to put on something in the background. Like right now, I'm listening to this guy named Tarek. Him and his minions, they're always whining and complaining that there's not enough jobs out there for them. Whining and complaining that they're going through some hard times because of white supremacy. Shit like that. With him, I could see that he doesn't come on during certain hours of the day, so you could tell that he's probably occupied doing something. He's a millionaire, so when you're making a certain amount of money and you're trying to maintain a certain lifestyle, and if you're not always online, but you're out there doing things like movies, books, interviews, shit like that, you're gonna be pretty busy. But he always makes time during a certain time of the day, so he prioritizes himself to commit to making a show once per day on Twitter. I get it. The music the job that I'm gonna assume that he does, or the job that I know of him that he does, isn't labor intensive. So I'm sure he has like a lot of employees under his belt, so that actually helps out as well. Now, whenever I put certain people on live, I find it odd to hear them like at certain hours of the day, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 o'clock in the evening, all hours of the day. I'm always wondering, what do you guys do to make income? I've come to the conclusion that the people that I see who come on all day, all night, who just at random hours of the day could just come on and just start talking, drunk, high, all hours of the day, I'm going to assume that they're on some sort of assistance, like social assistance. That's my assumption. That's the only way that I could come to wrap my head around, to be like, all right, I'm justifying him or her being online at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, drunk or high, because they have some form of disability that they're claiming through the government, that I'm a drunk bastard, So I'm eligible for a check. Here's how I know this. Is because I remember doing a job. It was down on, I'm giving myself away now. Doing a job on Kingston. And I was doing some parging. If you guys don't know what parging, you know, you guys just Google it. I was doing some parging. And on this building. Now, whenever I would walk through whenever I walk through the front to get through the door so I can get and talk to the superintendent, so I can gain access to the water and the tools that I need in order for me to do the job, outside, beside the building, always happens to be a group of people sitting on this balcony. And they're always drinking. Like, you see the bottles everywhere, drunk as hell. You see some guy lighting a spliff, going ham, so you start the weeds everywhere. This is 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm just getting there, 9 o'clock in the morning. Drunk and high. Cool. 12 o'clock, I go like down the block so I can get some lunch. Cruising down, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, stop by. I come back. I pull up and I'm like, these guys are still there. Right? So I asked him, I'm like, yo, what's up, man? Like, how do you guys make money? I just asked straight like that. How do you guys make money? And they're like, oh, we get a disability check. We just claim that we're alcoholics and we get a check every month. I'm like, oh shit. So then they were like, you have to show a balance on your account to show that you're regularly going to the LCBO or to the shop so you can buy alcohol on a regular basis, and the government will give you a check because you're a drunk bastard and you have no self-control. It's like, oh shit, okay. That's what's up. So I figured there's some guy that I would see on YouTube who probably fits that bill, but probably he does that. And another person who, then, you know, there's other people who have other disabilities as well. You know, they have a lack of comprehension. They might suffer from anxiety. The government gives out a lot of checks for a lot of things that are out there. Disability checks, you know. Sometimes I wonder to myself, how do I get qualified for something that easy? Then I think to myself, if I was to go down that route, that'll just limit the amount of money that I would make during the month. And I wouldn't be able to acquire certain things that I would want in life. I'd have to be stuck in a box, confined to whatever I'm eligible to get based on the amount of money that I'm receiving from the government. So I'm talking to daddy. I'm asking daddy for a handout. I don't feel comfortable like that. But people are doing that. So when it comes to that, it's like they're able to have a lot of free time on their hands to come online every single day, not make money, but just talk shit online all the time. It's weird. It's weird. I don't think I could ever do that. And I wouldn't want to do that. But that's just me. I don't know. That's my little rant for the day. This is the only time I can make a video. I'm at the end. I gotta do some more cleaning. And then I'll head home, get some rest, and I'm back up again at work. Listening to a few people who go on live at random hours of the day. You know what's funny? I heard this guy. Not that I'm ranting right now. I'm just ranting. I remember listening to a guy named Bumdot. And he's a Door Dasher, right? I listened to one of his shows. I remember one day I heard him say he was content with making $250 per day. I got angry when I heard that, and I'm like, what? I had to rewind that. I'm like, wait, what? I don't think I heard right. Fuck you mean that you're okay with $250 per day? So I have to rewind that back, and he's like, you know, I go out and do door dashing, and I only work for 3-4 hours, and I come home with $250, and I'm okay for the day. I'm like, what? And you come back onto YouTube for only 4 or 5? I thought to myself, yo, check it. If I'm investing 3-4 hours for the day and I made $250, imagine if I worked at least 10 to 12 hours. Because I'm putting myself into this bum's shoes, because he's a bum, right? So I'm putting myself into his shoes to be like, all right, I got 9 kids. I got a house that I need to take care of that's not mine, but I got to pay bills. I got to fix the roof. I got to worry about the hydro, electrical. I got to worry about my car insurance, repairs, groceries, entertainment, I'm thinking about all these things like in a split second. $250 per day isn't enough for me to maintain the basic shit, the bare necessities. So for this man to say he's okay with $250 per day for just working 3 to 4 hours so we can come back on YouTube to talk shit, pissed me off. I've never been so mad before. I was like, that ain't right, bro. $250 per day is not a good salary for a grown man touching 50, bro. I got angry. I was like, no way. That showed me right there, no ambition, no goals. It was just the happiness of just being on YouTube talking shit to make $3 a day for that. No, man, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I won't do it. I refuse to do it. It comes to a point in your life where you have to take charge of the things that you do or what you would like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let go. You gotta let go. My thing is this, like, and I've been told this by a family member, by one of my bros. It's like, my brothers. He was like, if you want to be a millionaire, you gotta hang out with a millionaire. If you want to be broke, you gotta hang out with the brokes. And whenever I listen to these people on YouTube, I listen to a wide variety of people, especially a lot of like self-help things that are actually nurturing to the mind. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain moments during the day where it's like, all right, I had enough of this. I need something. I need to hear some jokes. You know what I'm saying? So flicking on a few things here and there from the bottom of the black sector people, and as I'm working and I listen to these people, it's like I just shake my head. I just shake my head, and I always wonder, like, how are they doing? How are they doing? Like, I think I'm gonna have to end up calling up into one of these shows like soon. I don't know, just so I could interrogate them and just ask simple questions like, what do you do for a living? Whenever you're not online, what is it that you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a janitor, right? If I'm a janitor working for the city in a union, that means I'm going to be forever at whatever location that I'm designated to, making a lot of money. So that means I'm going to be at the location for at least 8-9 hours. Maybe. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm not a janitor, but I'm assuming that's what it would be. I wouldn't be able to be home 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 7 o'clock during the morning, drunk. I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know. Am I wrong with these questions? Like I gotta ask the, what's your source of income? And I'm looking for honest answers from these people. Honest answers. I don't know. That's my rant. That's my rant. I'm actually surprised I was able to get all this out in this amount of time. I don't know. I might come up with a few rant videos as the day goes by. But yeah, I'm done. I'm the general. Peace.